Our view. And they're off and running. Looks like Reno Haynes has gone to the lead on the inside. Mario's Music moving up with Dover Beach Racing in third place as they come down through the stretch for the first time. Reno Haynes and Jeff Murphy on top. Grecian Court on the inside. Rude Ransom with Mario's Music joint meet and Analyze completing the field, but it's only about 7 lengths front to back as they race into and around the turn. Reno Haynes on top under Jeff Murphy. Mario's Music. Grecian Court down on the rail now races in second place. Dover Beach between horses with Mario's Music right on the outside racing in second place now. Here comes Analyze moving to within 2 lengths of the lead. Reno Haynes on top. Rude Ransom races in third place on the outside. Dover Beach racing in second place. Analyze moving up on the extreme outside to take over third, but it's still Reno Haynes, who went to the lead at the beginning, still on top. Reno Haynes on top. Here comes Analyze and Rosie Napravnik racing in second place. They race into the final quarter of a mile. Still Reno Haynes going easily on the front end. They turn for home. Reno Haynes on top. Analyze racing in second place, but a long ways behind the leader. Reno Haynes in hand and in command, heading towards the finish line with a big lead. Joint meet has rallied to take over second, but it's too little too late. Reno Haynes joint meet. On top. Analyze racing in second place, but a long ways behind the leader. Reno Haynes heading towards the finish line with a big lead. Joint leaders rally to take over second, but it's too little too late. For the first race. Yep. Thank you. Up for the start. And they're off and running. Deadly Force goes to the lead. Moving up outside, Kenny's Crossing with Hennerez racing in third. They'll come into view shortly and head towards the first fence. That's Deadly Force on top, followed by Kenny's Crossing. Hennerez jumps in third place with Local Treasure. Floor Play and King City completing the field, with King City moving up to take over fifth. They race down the backside. Deadly Force on top now by about 6 lengths. Kenny's Crossing racing in second place. Local Treasure moves up on the inside of Hennerez and takes over third at the fence, followed by King City and Floor Play completing the field. Deadly Force opening up a clear lead as they went out of sight under Michael Cooney. Deadly Force on top. When they come back into view, they'll be heading towards the third fence. Deadly Force leading by many. Kenny's Crossing racing in second place. Local Treasure and Hennerez dueling for third, followed by King City and Floor Play completing the field as the leader is over the next fence. Deadly Force on top by at least 8 lengths. Kenny's Crossing has an advantage of about 3 lengths on Hennerez and Local Treasure, those two dueling for third. It's a gap of 3 more lengths back to King City, with Floor Play right behind. They race down the hill. Deadly Force went to the lead at once, still holding on to at least the 7 or 8 length advantage as they go out of sight again. Deadly Force on top. Kenny's Crossing has now moved to within 5 lengths of the leader, with Hennerez followed by Local Treasure. King City jumping there on the inside. Deadly Force with the lead. Kenny's Crossing racing in second place with Hennerez up on the outside in third as they head towards the fifth fence. Deadly Force still on top by at least 4.5 lengths, followed by Kenny's Crossing and Xavier A's Peru racing in second place. Hennerez and Jody Petty in third. At the fence, Deadly Force on top. Hennerez joins Kenny's Crossing. Those two vying now for second with Kenny's Crossing having the slight advantage. Deadly Force now leads by about 3.5 lengths over Kenny's Crossing on the inside. Hennerez there also with Local Treasure. Floor Play moving up a bit under Matt McCarran, and King City completing the field as they jump the next fence and go out of our view. Deadly Force has led from the start, still showing the way as they went out of sight. Deadly Force on top. They come back in the view on the screen. Deadly Force, Hennerez racing in second place. They head now towards the seventh fence. Deadly Force jumping with the lead. Hennerez and Jody Petty racing in second place. Kenny's Crossing in third, followed by Local Treasure, Floor Play, and King City completing the field as they head towards the next. This is their last time around at the eighth fence. Deadly Force still on top by 2.5. Tightly bunched in second place is Local Treasure. Hennerez there also with Kenny's Crossing between horses. Floor Play racing in fifth place and King City completing the field. When they come back into view, they'll be heading towards the ninth fence. Deadly Force has led from the beginning, still has a slight advantage over Hennerez, make it less than a length separating them. Local Treasure on the inside races in third with Kenny's Crossing up on the outside. Floor Play in King City completing the field. At the next fence, we've got a new leader. Hennerez and Jody Petty now going to the front. Local Treasure and David Bentley racing in second place. Deadly Force trying to hold on to third with Kenny's Crossing right alongside, and Matt McCarran is making a move up on the outside with Floor Play with King City completing the field. They're racing into the final half mile. They head towards the 10th fence. Hennerez with the lead. Floor Play on the extreme outside now challenging with Local Treasure. They're also in Kenny's Crossing, only about 2 lengths off the lead, racing in fourth place. Floor Play now puts his head out in front. It's Floor Play on top. Hennerez racing in second place. Local Treasure on the inside in third with Kenny's Crossing there also. Floor Play and Matt McCarran with the lead as they race towards the final fence. Floor Play has rallied from far back to take a clear lead heading towards the last. Leading NSA rider Matt McCarran on his way to another victory here. It's Floor Play now moving away from the field. Hennerez racing in second place and Local Treasure in third. They turn for home. They've got less than 1/8 of a mile to go. Floor Play going easily on the front end, in hand and in command. Floor Play to win by at least 5 or 6 lengths. Hennerez, and it's a photo for third between Local Treasure and King City. And they're off and running. They will be coming into view shortly. As they come into view, they'll be heading towards the first fence. UK Limey, followed by Certification with AJ's Honor between horses. King's Crossing up on the outside with Mr. Bombastic there also. They race down the backside. Certification has about a half-length advantage over UK Limey. King's Crossing moving up on the outside in third place, followed by City Kid in fourth with AJ's Honor alongside Icy Glare with Mr. Bombastic. Branch Office is there with Mr. Acavano as they go out of sight. UK Limey and Certification were dueling for the lead as they went out of view with King's Crossing on the outside racing in third place. When they come back into view, they'll be heading up the hill towards the third fence. Certification followed by UK Limey with King's Crossing, AJ's Honor, City Kid, Branch Office alongside. Comet Chris there with Mr. Bombastic. Mr. Acavano, Icy Glare follows as the leader is at the fence. UK Limey and Certification continuing to duel for the lead with King's Crossing and City Kid vying for third. Branch Office with UK Limey, Mr. Bombastic, Comet Chris on the inside. Mr. Acavano, Icy Glare, Manly Jack, and Speedy Ransom completes the field as they race down the hill towards the next fence. Certification still showing the way as they go out of sight briefly. When they come into view, they'll be at the fourth fence. UK Limey on top by a head. Certification races and jumps in second place with King City in third. City Kid right alongside with Branch Officer also and AJ's Honor. Mr. Bombastic, Comet Chris, Mr. Acavano, Manly Jack, Icy Glare, and Speedy Ransom completing the field. But it's anybody's horse races. They got one more time to go around. Certification leads towards the fifth fence. UK Limey on the inside with King's Crossing up on the outside. Over the fence, Certification still on top by a head with UK Limey now moving to the front. UK Limey followed by Certification, Branch Office, King's Crossing with Mr. Bombastic there also with AJ's Honor in front of him. Comet Chris followed by City Kid as they jump the next fence. And they go out of sight. UK Limey and Certification have dueled for the lead most of the way. When they come back into view, they'll be heading towards the seventh fence. UK Limey still with the lead. Certification racing in second place. At the fence, UK Limey by a head, Certification right behind him. AJ's Honor moves up and takes over third place with Branch Office. Mr. Bombastic there also with King's Crossing on the outside. Comet Chris followed by Mr. Acavano. City Kid, Manly Jack, Speedy Ransom, and Icy Glare as the leaders over the next with UK Limey and Certification continuing to duel on the front end. UK Limey on the inside, Certification on the outside, those two ahead. Heads apart. When they come back into view, they'll be heading up the hill towards the ninth fence. UK Limey and Certification were dueling for the lead when they went out of sight. Certification now comes into view with about a one-length advantage over UK Limey. Mr. Bombastic moving up on the outside under Patty Young now to challenge the leaders. Tightly bunched on the front end. Mr. Bombastic goes to the front. UK Limey racing in second place, followed by Certification in third. AJ's Honor racing in fourth, and it's a good ways back to the others. They race down the hill for the final time. Mr. Bombastic on top. Mr. Bombastic leads by about 2 lengths. Certification still going well in second place as they go out of sight again. Mr. Bombastic, Certification racing in second place, about 3 or 4 lengths off the lead with UK Limey racing in fourth, followed by AJ's Honor in fifth as they're starting to get strung out now. Mr. Bombastic going well on the front end as they race into the final quarter of a mile. Mr. Bombastic is all alone on the front end. One more fence to go. Mr. Bombastic went out of sight with a big lead. Comes back into view all alone. Mr. Bombastic, Certification racing in second place, but at least 15 or 20 lengths off the lead. Patty Young and Mr. Bombastic all alone as they turn for home, romping home to victory. Certification is going to have to settle for second. Mr. Bombastic by many. Certification still holding on the second with UK Lime. Here comes Comet Chris up on the outside trying to challenge for third. Certification in second, and it's a photo for third.
Yeah, that's my horse, but that's a rider.
And they're off and running. Pride of Dublin on the inside goes the lead with Graham on the outside racing in third place. Now as Marine takes over second, Ellingtonian racing in fourth, followed by Meet at 11. Phantom Fox, Reluctant Crew, Magnolia Park, Northern Wood as they head towards and over the first fence. Pride of Dublin with Marine between horses and Graham on the outside. Ellingtonian racing in fourth place. Magnolia Park moves up in fifth with Meet at 11, Reluctant Groom from the inside. Extra Check is there also with Phantom Fox, Northern Wood. When they come into view, they'll be heading towards the second fence. Magnolia Park and Cyril Murphy now opening up about a length and a half advantage over Pride of Dublin with Marine right alongside. Graham races in fourth place, followed by Ellingtonian in fifth. Magnolia Park leads over the next fence, a length and a quarter clear of Marine, followed by Graham from the outside, Pride of Dublin. Ellingtonian Meet at 11 on the outside of Phantom Fox with Extra Check between horses. Amazing Truth, Northern Wood, and Reluctant Groom completing the field as they race down the hill towards the third fence. Magnolia Park continues to lead. Marine racing in second place, with Pride of Dublin racing in third. Graham on the outside now moves into third, taking over second and moving towards the leader. Magnolia Park on top, Graham racing in second place. Marine, Extra Check has moved up on the outside to take over fourth place with Pride of Dublin right alongside. Phantom Fox with Ellingtonian between horses. Meet at 11 there also as they head towards the fourth fence. Magnolia Park and Cyril Murphy on top by about 2 lengths. They're followed by Marine, Pride of Dublin, Graham, Extra Check from the outside of Ellingtonian. Meet at 11, Phantom Fox, Reluctant Groom, Amazing Truth, and Northern Wood. They head towards the fifth fence. Magnolia Park on top by 2.5 lengths over Pride of Dublin, Marine jumping in third place. When they come back in the view, they'll be heading towards the sixth fence. Magnolia Park has led most of the way. Had about a 2.5 length advantage when they went out of sight, is on top by about 2 lengths as they come back in the view. Pride of Dublin and Brooks Durkee racing in second place on the inside with Marine between horses. Graham from the outside. Meet 11 there also with Phantom Fox, Ellingtonian, Extra Check, Reluctant Groom, Amazing Truth, and Northern Wood. Over the seventh fence, Magnolia Park on top. Pride of Dublin with Graham racing in third place and Marine racing in fourth. Only 3 more fences to go. When they went out of sight, Magnolia Park had the lead. They come back into view. It's still Magnolia Park on top. Graham and David Bentley racing in second place with Pride of Dublin. Meet at 11 has moved up on the outside to challenge for third. They head towards the next fence. Magnolia Park, Pride of Dublin, meet at 11 with Graham between horses. Extra Check within striking distance, racing in 5th place. Phantom Fox is rallying on the outside. Marine is driving back. Ellingtonian, Reluctant Groom, Amazing Truth, and Northern Wood completes the field as they race down the hill towards the next fence. When they come back into view, they'll be at the 9th fence. Meet at 11, and Jody Petty on top by about 2 lengths. Magnolia Park racing in 2nd place. Graham in 3rd. Extra Check on the outside of Pride of Dublin. Those two dueling for 4th with Phantom Fox, another 3 lengths farther back. Meet at 11 is the one to catch. Magnolia Park still racing in 2nd place. Pride of Dublin there also with 1 more fence to go. Meet at 11 had the lead when they went out of sight. They come back into view. It's Meet at 11 on top, but Pride of Dublin is rallying from the outside under Brooks Sturkey. Magnolia Park and Extra Check racing in 4th place. As they turn for home, Meet at 11 has the lead on the outside. Pride of Dublin racing in 2nd place. Extra Check looking for racing room on the inside. Meet at 11 and Pride of Dublin with Extra Check there. Pride of Dublin puts his head out in front at the wire. Pride.
Oh no, he's closing ground. Oh, chill.
Hosting this race. In 2nd place, the number 7 meet at 11. Owned
And they're off and running. Blue on the Rocks goes to lead at once, followed by Noblesse racing in 2nd place, with the Grayling now moving up on the outside to challenge for 2nd. When they come back into view, they'll be heading towards the 1st fence. The Grayling and Calvin Ryan have gone to the lead. It's the Grayling on top by about 2.5 to 3 lengths, followed by Blue on the Rocks. Irish Actor Noblesse on the inside, with Rate Base moving up. Sir Howard there also with the Editor's Son. They race down the backside and head towards and over the 2nd fence. The Grayling has about a 2.5 length advantage over Blue on the Rocks. Selim Short with Irish Actor, those two racing in 3rd and 4th place. Irish Actor in 3rd, Selim Short in 4th with Noblesse on the inside, Rate Base and Sir Howard there also, with the Editor's Son completing the field. When they come back into view, they'll be heading up the hill towards the next fence. That's the Grayling on top by about 2.5 lengths. Blue on the Rocks stalks him from 2nd place. Irish Actor racing in 3rd. Noblesse moves up on the inside of Selim Short and takes over 3rd place. The Grayling followed by Blue on the Rocks. Noblesse, Selim Short right alongside with Irish Actor there also. Rate Base, Sir Howard, and the Editor's Son completing the field as they race down the hill. The Grayling sets the pace, holds on to about a 2-length advantage over Blue on the Rocks, with Selim Short and Irish Actor dueling for 3rd place. Noblesse races in 4th with Rate Base, Sir Howard, and the Editor's Son. They head over the next fence. The Grayling holding on to about a 1.5 length advantage. Blue on the Rocks racing in 2nd place. Selim Short moving up on the outside, now vying for 2nd with Noblesse between horses. Racing in 4th place with Irish Actor on the outside, close up in 5th as they race around the turn and head towards the 5th fence. The Grayling has made most of the running on the front end. He's got about a length and a half advantage. The Grayling with the lead. Seldom Short on the outside of Blue on the Rocks, followed by Rate Base. Noblesse from the inside races in 5th place with Irish Actor alongside. Sir Howard and the Editor's Son as they go out of sight. The Grayling is followed by Blue on the Rocks. The Grayling has led most of the way. Blue on the Rocks continues to stalk him from 2nd place. When they come back into view, they'll be heading towards the 7th fence. The Grayling had the lead when they went out of sight. They come back into view. It's still the Grayling with Seldom Short racing in 3rd. Rate Base on the outside of Blue on the Rocks with Irish Actor there also. Noblesse, Sir Howard next to last with the Editor's Son completing the field, but the last place is only about 7 lengths off the lead. It's anybody's horse race as they jump the 8th fence. The Grayling on top, Seldom Short racing close up in 2nd place with Rate Base in 3rd. Irish Actor on the outside of Noblesse. When they come back in the view, they'll have only 3 more fences to go. The Grayling still on top by 3/4 of a length. Seldom Short races in 2nd place with Noblesse on the inside. Blue Rock racing in 4th place. Sir Howard moves up with Irish Actor there also. And Rate Base with the Editor's Son right in front of him. The Grayling on top by about a half a length. Seldom Short races in 2nd place. Noblesse has moved up on the outside to take over 3rd, only about 2 lengths off the lead. They race down the hill for the final time. The Grayling with Irish Actor there also. Noblesse racing in 3rd. Irish Actor now dropping farther back. They head towards the 10th fence. The Grayling and Seldom Short with Noblesse within half a length of the lead. Tightly bunched on the front end. Noblesse on the outside of Seldom Short, and the Editor's Son has rallied from far back to vie for the lead. It's Noblesse on the outside. The Editor's Son puts his nose out in front. It's the Editor's Son on top. Noblesse racing in 2nd place. Seldom Short in 3rd with Irish Actor and the Grayling dropping farther back. They race towards the final fence. The Editor's Son on the inside with a slight advantage. Noblesse racing in 2nd place. The Editor's Son is now starting to separate from Noblesse. About 2 lengths separates them as they turn for home. Blair Waterman and the Editor's Son on top. Noblesse goes to the outside for the drive towards the finish line. It's the Editor's Son with the lead. At the wire, the Editor's Son by about 3 lengths. Noblesse races in 2nd place, followed by Seldom Short in 3rd.
Number 5, Noblesse, owned by Ken Armstrong, trained by Neil Morris, and ridden by Max McCarron. Number 6.
They're all in line. And away they go. Trey Touche goes to lead at once with Santenay racing in 2nd place. Blasphemous from the outside in 3rd. They go out of sight and head towards the 1st fence. Trey Touche and David Bentley on top. Blasphemous racing in 2nd place, followed by Santenay, Indispensable Northern Run, Popular Gigolo, Moulahan. And Imperial Goal, I believe, has lost his rider already. Trey Touche, followed by Santenay. Blasphemous now moves up to take over 2nd place. Santenay right alongside. They head quickly towards the next fence. Trey Touche. Santenay from the inside with Blasphemous racing in 3rd. When they come into view, they'll be at the 3rd fence. Trey Touche, followed by Santenay. Blasphemous races in third place. Indispensable now takes over third, with Northern Run right alongside. Blasphemous from the outside. Popular Gigolo and Mullahan as they head towards the next fence, with Trey Touche showing the way by about a length. Santenay racing in second place. Northern Run in third, followed by Indispensable with Blasphemous on the outside, Popular Gigolo and Mullahan as the field is tightly bunched. When they come back into view, they'll be heading towards the fourth fence. Trey Touche, Santenay races in second place, and they jump in that order. Trey Touche going well on the front end by about 2.5 lengths. Santenay with Northern Run from the outside. Indispensable, Popular Gigolo, Mullahan, and Blasphemous has dropped farther off the pace. Trey Touche continues to set the pace. This first of 2 times to go around the course. They race towards the fifth fence. Trey Touche on top by about 1.5 lengths. Santenay jumps in second place. Northern Run from the outside in third, with Popular Gigolo there also. Indispensable, Mullahan, and Blasphemous completing the field, racing last, but only about 7 lengths off the lead. Anybody's horse races, they've still got a long ways to go. They head towards the sixth with Trey Touche on top. Santenay stalking him throughout from second. Northern Run from the outside, with Popular Gigolo, Indispensable, Mullahan, and Blasphemous. Only about 7 lengths front to back. Trey Touche on top by about 2 lengths. Trey Touche, Santenay, Northern Run, Indispensable, Popular Gigolo, Mullahan, and Blasphemous. Trey Touche continues to set the pace towards the next fence. Trey Touche by about 1.5 lengths to 2 lengths. Over the 7th fence they go. Trey Touche on top. Northern Run and Xavier Ace Peru moved into second place on the outside. Indispensable with Santenay, Popular Gigolo. At the 8th fence, Trey Touche, Indispensable jumping into second place with Northern Run alongside, followed by Santenay, Popular Gigolo, Mullahan, and Blasphemous as they go out of sight. Trey Touche still with the lead. Indispensable was racing in second place when they went out of our view. When they come back into view, they'll be heading towards the 9th fence. Trey Touche continues to lead by 2 lengths. Indispensable with Northern Run, Popular Gigolo moving up on the outside to join those 3 racing in second place. Trey Touche with the lead. Indispensable in second place with Northern Run right alongside. Popular Gigolo there also. Mullahan and Blasphemous. As they go out of sight again, Trey Touche continues to lead. Indispensable racing in second place. Popular Gigolo on the inside with Northern Run. Those 2 vying for third, with Mullahan and Blair Waterman right behind them. And Blasphemous continuing to complete the field. They come back into view. Trey Touche with Indispensable alongside. Trey Touche by 1/2 length. Indispensable with Popular Gigolo racing in third place. Mullahan has moved into fourth place with Northern Run there also, and Blasphemous. They race around the turn. Trey Touche has widened his advantage again to about 2 lengths. David Bentley and Trey Touche leading almost every step of the way, with Indispensable now moving just a bit closer at the fence. Popular Gigolo jumping in third place, and Mullahan within striking distance on the inside in fourth and vying for third. It's Trey Touche on top with Indispensable racing in second place as they race into the final half mile. Trey Touche on top, Indispensable racing in second place. At the fence, Trey Touche, Indispensable, Mullahan, and Popular Gigolo. They race with about 3/8 of a mile to go. Trey Touche still with the lead. Blair Waterman has moved Mullahan into second place, only about 1.5 lengths off the lead, with Indispensable and that farther back. It's Trey Touche on top. Mullahan trying to get there with Indispensable also, and the others are far back. They race towards the final fence. Trey Touche with the lead. Mullahan jumps in second place. They race around the turn and turn for home. It's Trey Touche and David Bentley on top. Mullahan trying to make up ground in the final 1/8 of a mile, with Indispensable moving up on the outside. Trey Touche with Mullahan rallying on the inside. Trey Touche still with the lead, but here comes Mullahan gaining with every stride, but it's going to fall short. Trey Touche and David Bentley. They're all in line. And away they go. Prowling Wolf goes to lead with Gut Wrench racing in second place, followed by Comanche Station. Peace Talk, with also known as Bubba, moving up, and Heart of a Hero is the last to leave the start. Prowling Wolf now opening up by about 7 lengths. Gut Wrench races in second place, followed by Comanche Station. Peace Talk, also known as Bubba, and Heart of a Hero as they go out of sight. When they come back into view, they'll be heading towards the next fence. Prowling Wolf had the lead when they went out of sight. They come back into view. Prowling Wolf is at least 10 lengths in front. Gut Wrench on the outside of Comanche Station. Those two dueling for second. It's a gap of about 4 more lengths back to Peace Talks, also known as Bubba, and Heart of a Hero. The leader is over the second fence. Prowling Wolf continuing to go well on the front end. Comanche Station takes over second place with Gut Wrench in third. Peace Talk, also known as Bubba, and Heart of a Hero as they race down the hill. Prowling Wolf now leads by only about 2 lengths as Comanche Station races in second place. Gut Wrench in third, with also known as Bubba there also. Heading towards the next fence, Prowling Wolf has widened his advantage again to about 2 lengths, but dropping back at the fence. Comanche Station leads briefly, but Prowling Wolf comes back to take over the lead. Prowling Wolf on top. Heart of a Hero has rallied from way back to take over second place, with Comanche Station on the inside in third. Prowling Wolf, Heart of a Hero, Comanche Station, Gut Wrench, with also known as Bubba on the outside as they head towards the fourth fence. At the fourth fence, Heart of a Hero and Prowling Wolf. Prowling Wolf regaining the lead between fences. Prowling Wolf on top by about 1.5 lengths or 2 lengths. Heart of a Hero races in second place, followed by Comanche Station close up in third. Heart of a Hero at the next fence with a slight advantage under Blair Waterman. Jumping in second place is Prowling Wolf. When they come back into view, they'll be heading towards the sixth fence. Heart of a Hero had the lead when they went out of sight. Prowling Wolf was racing in second place. They come back into view. Heart of a Hero about 2 lengths clear of Prowling Wolf, with Comanche Station jumping in third, also known as Bubba. Gut Wrench with Peace Talk alongside. Heart of a Hero now on top by about 2 lengths. Prowling Wolf racing in second place, Comanche Station in third as they head towards and over the seventh fence. Heart of a Hero is the one to catch, and he's got about 1.5 lengths advantage over Prowling Wolf, who races in second place. Comanche Station in third. With only 3 more fences to go. They'll come back into view shortly. And here they are. Heart of a Hero, Prowling Wolf right alongside. Comanche Station in third. Gut Wrench moves up on the inside of Peace Talk as they race up the hill towards the next fence. Prowling Wolf with the lead. Comanche Station on the outside races in third, with Heart of a Hero in second place. Also known as Bubba on the outside races in fifth, with Gut Wrench and Peace Talk now making a bold move up on the outside. As they head down the hill for the last time, Prowling Wolf on the inside of Comanche Station, those two dueling for the lead, with Peace Talk racing in fourth place and Heart of a Hero between horses. Comanche Station on the outside of Heart of a Hero, with Prowling Wolf there also, and also known as Bubba, as they head towards and over the next fence. The race up the hill, Comanche Station now with the lead under Jody Petty. It's Comanche Station on top, Prowling Wolf racing in second place, Heart of a Hero in third. Comanche Station and Jody Petty opening up about a 2.5 or 3 length advantage with only 1 more fence to clear. They head towards the last fence. Comanche Station with about a 3.5 length advantage over the last one, all alone. Comanche Station, Prowling Wolf trying to come back under Patty Young in second place, since a long ways back to the others. Comanche Station with the lead. Prowling Wolf, Heart of a Hero races in third. It's Comanche Station on top on the inside under J.D. Petty and on his way to victory. Comanche Station wins by at least 6 or 7 lengths. Prowling Worth, Heart of a Hero, Gut Wrench, and Peace Talk.